Now, 30 minutes you'll wish you could get back later. The Nice Guys on Business. 3 days a week, they're able to hold it together. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. Adults need not apply. No interviews, lots of ranting, and they sometimes stumble onto something useful. Go figure. Now it's time for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery themselves, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Okay, so
I've taken
Doug's
the
taking
test.
a test. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system.
Had this been an actual emergency, the attention signal that you just heard would have been followed by official news and instructions. This is only a test.
I'd love to play a Steve O'Brien spoof of that, but he wouldn't do it for us. Which
he can't. You never want to fuck with a professional radio broadcaster because you tell them about the emergency. What is it called? This is the emergency broadcast EBS. You never want to do that, or you never want to say the words to a professional broadcaster. I took the test though.
You did.
I did.
Hey, welcome back. My name is Strickland Bonner on the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler.
Hey.
You got to talk quickly because Doug has an appointment with Walmart in about.
I actually don't. Not with Walmart. Today is an official appointment with my daughter. In 45 minutes, I got to go because she is starting her own webinar in an hour from now, and I need to be able to provide tech support for her. And this is the first webinar masterclass she has ever done, and I'm very excited for her.
That's amazing. And so I would say, hey, for those of you who like us talking long, we're sorry. But I was trying to think of the opposite of that. So it's like, for those of you who don't like us to ramble and ramble and ramble, but like anybody like that, you could just cut it off early. So maybe if you're one of those kind of people that's super OCD and you feel you have to listen through the entire goddamn episode until the very end, but you don't like listening for an hour, well, you're in luck today.
Have you ever seen those Facebook posts that say, like wrong answers only? Have you ever seen it? Okay, so this one would be reasons why you want Strickland and Doug to go longer, quote unquote, wrong answers only. I love listening to everything that they do. That would be wrong answer number one. Answer number two, they always get to the point quickly.
Right. Exactly. Very true. That's very true.
Oh, man.
So the test that we both just took, and I sent this to Doug 6 minutes before we were starting.
Thank you for giving me all the time. I'm frantically, I'm always down to the minute and you giving me 6 minutes worth of shit that I got to pack into the next 5 minutes. Okay.
So it's a site called mycreativetype.com. And I just stumbled across it and filled it out. And I'm like, well, this is fairly interesting. And so I thought it would be fun for Doug to take it too, because obviously we have nothing to talk about. It's not like we came up with a topic. So it's like, hey, we could talk about this.
But the funny part about this whole test was the test was so fucking creative. As I'm taking the test, I keep thinking, I want to have a test like this for podcasters because the makeup of the test, I didn't even have to give them my email address or anything. I was able to do the test. What are they who is this company and what do they want to do?
It's so funny that you say that. I didn't even think about that because you're right. I finished the test and they're like, hey, well, here's the quickie version. And would you like the detailed version? Go ahead and download it. But they didn't even ask me for an email or
right. I did. I got it right on. I took the test. I did it on my phone. And after I got to the last screen where it says what I am, I just clicked on it and it gave me all of this information. I'm like, hey guys, you've lost a great opportunity to capture a lead here.
Oh no, this is interesting. Brought to you by Adobe Creative.
Okay.
So this is from Adobe. So I guess Adobe's like, hey, we've got the whole world's email already, right? Everybody else's.
Yeah, when I hit the button, they said, "We got you already." It's cool. Just go ahead and take the test. What was the point of the test? What got you to start the test anyway? Because people that are listening have no idea even what this test is, except that you've said the words mind types.
So it's so funny that you say that because that was one of the questions, right? One of the questions was when you I don't even remember what exactly it was, but it was something like
when you take a test, what do you want? How or why?
Oh, right. Exactly. What's the first thing you need to know? You take a test. Or I think it just kept it super vague, dude. Didn't it just say, what's the first thing you need to know?
Yeah. How or why?
Exactly. Well, I need to know why, right?
I'm the same way. I'm like, I don't care how we get there. What's your life, a ruler or scribble? I'm like, fuck it, it's scribble. My life is scribble.
100%, right? Now, the only thing that threw me, the very first question was, when you travel, do you need a destination or do you need directions? And it's like, okay, like if I'm traveling like on a vacation, like in that case, I just want a destination and I'll figure it out from there. But like if you say travel, like, okay, if I'm going to the store, oh yeah, no, I have to know the directions to
figure no. I'm always always a destination kind of guy. Like if somebody says to me, like if we have an appointment, remember those days we used to have things done outside the house? Somebody would tell me like where, I said, okay, well, where do you live or where am I coming to? And they would give me the direction, the address. And then they start giving me directions. And I keep thinking as they're giving me directions, what the fuck are you giving me directions for? I'm not taking your directions. Just tell me where you are. I'll figure out how to get there.
Well, that is funny too, because like my dad, you know, when I would be going somewhere, he would do the same thing. But I would say that for a different reason. I'm like, I'm just going to put it in the fucking GPS anyway. All right. You don't have to tell me how to get there.
You don't have to tell me how to get there. Yeah. I don't want anybody to tell me how to get there because everybody always uses, what do you call them? Like not icons, but what do you call like place, like milestone? They'll tell
what the hell is it?
I don't know. Senior moment here. I don't know. They'll give me like things along the way that you're going to see a BP or you're going to see a 7-Eleven or go right. Don't get to the church yet, but make a left-hand turn. I'm like, how the fuck do I know there's a church there? I haven't gotten there yet. Right? Like, don't say shit like that to me because I have no idea what you're talking about. Just give me the address. I'll figure out how to get there.
One time in the 80s when I was going to a band job, right? This was before.
It's the worst way to start a story if you're a young guy.
Hey, it's better than referencing fucking Johnny Carson and Jack Carr. Okay, come on. I mean, anyway, I was in a band job and this was like a bar band and we're out in the middle of nowhere trying to find this place. And like we stop, we see a guy and we're like asking directions and he was like, all right, you're going to go down about 2 miles, okay? And then when you get to the fence, all right, you're going to see like a cow there, okay? Turn right. And then, but then the thing we remember is like, all right, now when you get to the caution light, you're going to take a left. We're like, I'm sorry, what the caution light? The caution? Yeah, you know, when you get to the caution light.
It's a caution.
The caution light. You know, it's blinking. Yeller.
Yeller. It's blinking yeller.
Oh, the caution light. Okay. Like that was our big joke for weeks. I can take a left at the caution light. Like, oh my fucking God. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So why did you take the landmark? Thank you very much, man. Oh man.
Yeah.
You know, I'll remember that like right around tomorrow morning when I'm waking up. Landmark. That's it. That's the word Strick and I were senior momenting to last night. Landmark. Okay, so why were you taking this test to begin with? Because I didn't even question you. Why am I taking this test? You just
said, I just said take the test. He's like, okay, I'm on it right now. Okay.
So why did I take the test? Where did you get information to even think about this test?
So as usual, so I just got a text from Lauren who said, hey, I just took this test, take it, because she got it from a friend of hers. So it's like, oh, somebody thought it was cool and sent it to Lauren, and then Lauren sent it to me, and then I just sent it to you. So
and that's how a virus happens.
Exactly. Welcome to the coronavirus, right?
Yeah.
So did I say the website?
You sound good, by the way. You sound really good. You're just as good as home. And the fact that we're doing it earlier in the afternoon, Pacific time, there's nobody home and like streaming videos. So there's no like digital skipping or dropout or anything like that. So now I know what our new schedule's got to be when you're on West Coast time.
Well, I did hardwiring too. Well, the other thing is like when I'm on West Coast, like if I'm at Lauren's, it's not like she's usually playing guitar. Like it's not like she's sucking down.
She's not, but what is she sucking?
Oh, everybody else.
Everybody else in the development. What are you talking
that's
about?
A good point. I hadn't thought about that. You're very right. But yes, I did hardwire just for you today. Yeah, just
thank you. Sure, thank you.
But it sounds good. And my new mic, of course, I got my new Yeti.
Sounds good.
And I'm leaving it right here with my old boom and everything. I love it.
Sounds good. And I don't need a pop filter anymore because I have a beard now.
Well, I don't have a pop filter. I was worried that I might need one, but if I sound okay, I'm just going to leave. Because talking across the diaphragm.
I now am using one of the foam things as opposed to that little pop filter I had, and I kind of like it now.
No, I love the foam thing. The only reason I didn't at my house get one, it's like, you know what? When this cover one, when it actually falls off and breaks, I'll buy another one. But until then, it's whatever. Because I don't like it. You're right. It gets in the way. It's pain.
Okay. So 7 people recommended to get to you this test, and you finally took the test and you gave it to me. And all right, let's talk about the test, because I don't know what the point of the test other than I know what I am now. And I know it says the answers.
Creative strengths, your untapped potential, and your ideal collaborator.
All right. So what
type are you?
First of all, I am an adventurer. So much inspiration, so little time. That is that's what the sub thing is. And what are you?
I am the visionary.
Okay, so you're a visionary and I'm an adventurer, which makes sense because as a visionary, you're totally a big picture thinking kind of guy. Mm-hmm. And I'm the kind of guy that's in a hurry to go nowhere. That's exactly what
who's your ideal collaborator?
All right, so let's see. Where does it say that? Ideal collaborator for me is the artist.
Interesting.
Who is your ideal collaborator?
The thinker.
Oh, okay. All right, so it has created. So here's what happens. You take the test, which takes you about 6 minutes to do. It's an easy test. It's a fun test to take. I really enjoyed it. And it was a really creative test. And I'm looking at how the process works here. So you answer one question at a time. After you answer the question, it thinks for a moment, and then it flips you to the next question. When you get done with, I think it's like 15 or 20 questions.
So I don't even think it's that many. Maybe 10, maybe 15. I don't know. It's quick.
It's got little dots at the bottom as you're doing it. So here's what mine says. It comes up with the answers at the end. I am an adventurer. So much inspiration, so little time. My creative strengths. I have high levels of creative energy, spirit of curiosity, and play. My untapped potential. Committing myself to developing one particular skill or project. That makes sense. My ideal collaborator is the artist. There's no telling where the impassioned creative quest and endless curiosity of the adventure may lead. Fueled by high energy levels and boundless enthusiasm, you're easily inspired and more than willing to follow your fascinations wherever you may go. All right. So, and then there's a whole bunch of other information in here. Mm-hmm. But still, I don't know. Are they just taking okay, so read me yours. Creative strengths, untapped potential, and ideal collaborators.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. That's interesting because it looks like the quickie version they gave me, I think, doesn't have as much information.
Scroll. Are you on your phone?
Yeah, no, here we go. No, I'm back on okay, here we go.
Yeah.
There's more detail here. Okay. Creative strengths, full of big ideas, ability to see potential and possibility everywhere. Untapped potential, using your visions to fuel consistent daily action. Definitely true. Ideal collaborator, the thinker. You live in a world of infinite possibilities, preferring to see things not as they are, but as they could be. You know that life is limited only by the boundaries of your own beliefs, and you're driven to push the limits of, everything. Emotional, passion-driven. That's very true. Totally.
Right.
Emotional, passion-driven, full of ideas, the visionary combines a wild imagination or vivid imagination with a desire for practical solutions. Very true. Your introspective and intuitive nature is balanced by a keen interest in the world around you and a desire to contribute to society. Definitely all very true.
So what's interesting is when I did the test that told me part of my disc profile, instead of the disc answers, it gave me the birds answer. So it was parrot, eagle, dove, or owl. Okay. I was the parrot. I was the guy that likes to talk a lot, very creative, just kind of very energetic, a lot of very demonstrative in the way that I do things. I wasn't an overthinker. I definitely wasn't the peacekeeping kind of guy. So for me, I'd love to know what the other things are. So if there's 8 things on the other side. So I am the adventurer and yours is called what? The
visionary.
So the adventure and the visionary. And can you hold up a picture of what, or you did it on your laptop, right? So that's
I could share my screen because I'm going to have to share my screen. Yeah, okay. That's really cool.
That's the picture of the guy.
Because I've got to do it for the voicemail anyway.
Okay.
So we will do share screen.
Is there a voicemail? Are you sure?
There is a voicemail, yeah.
Oh,
It came in on February the 11th. We've recorded since then, right?
you mean we haven't recorded since then?
Right. That's what I mean. A visionary. You see my little green guy? Look at his mouth spinning around. He's got like 5 eyes.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's like a cactus with 5 eyes, and that you see everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty cool.
God,
Right?
yeah. How much do you think it costs for Adobe to put this little quiz together?
It looks little spinner thing.
It looks I love it. Pretty expensive.
I know, right? And then the little videos in between each question.
I guess we couldn't. Cool. I guess we couldn't do this for TurnKey. Or what would the point be?
Oh, what would the point be? But this is not an ad for Adobe. I just
click on. Go to the bottom. Go to the bottom there, and click on one of the social media things. I know you don't know a lot about that, but those are the icons there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twitter,
click on.
I'm on Twitter a lot lately.
Okay. Actually. Click on Twitter and tell me how many. This is just for you. Hold on a second. So it doesn't tell you. Does it tell you like what? Let's see if it tells you like what they're promoting, because I don't know. Are they promoting more people to take the test? Are they promoting? What does it say?
Well, no, I think that's just if you want to use a hashtag, use hashtag my creative type. It's Adobe. I think they're like fucking McDonald's or Coca-Cola. Now they're so big that they don't need to promote.
Brand recognition.
Hey, here's some free shit right here. Hey, look, Doug Sandler. Look at that on Twitter. You see? Whoops.
How about that?
Oh, it just
Adobe Creative. Creative Types is brought to you by Adobe Creative Magazine. Through the lens of creative craft culture and career, we celebrate the fuel creative minds with inspirational stories, creative cloud, how-tos, and more. Visit, create, and celebrate with us. That's what it is. They're just trying to promote whatever their brand is. Their shit.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't need to do that. We're as big as Adobe, aren't we?
Sure, yeah, we don't need that shit.
At some point, does somebody buy us?
That'd be nice. Somewhere down the road, yeah.
And if somebody buys us
$100 million.
Oh, okay. Well, kind of like, somebody thought that Snapchat was ridiculous when they first got started. I mean, why would anybody buy Snapchat? And then didn't they sell for like $1 billion? And the same thing with like TikTok. How much is TikTok worth?
Oh God, who knows?
$100 billion or something like that.
Ridiculous right now.
So why isn't TurnKey like worth $1 billion?
It will be someday soon. I don't know. Who knows when?
God. And then everybody's going to sift through all of our old content and get to the nice guys on business. And we're going to be at the signing table. I can see it now. We'll be at the signing table. Their attorney will be right there. We'll probably hire Stan the annuity guy. He'll be like our attorney.
Even though he's not a lawyer, but okay.
That's okay. But he plays one on his annuity show. So Stan will be with us because he's kind of the smartest financial guy we know, right?
True. Definitely.
Okay. So Stan will be there at the table. So it'll be Stan, Doug, and Strick, and they're just about to sign the check and the contract buying the company. And they're gonna have at the last minute, right as he's putting the pen to the paper, like an intern will come running through the door. Wait, they're the nice guys. Don't sign that paper. Listen to this. And then they'll play like one of our fuckery episodes and we will be fucking sunk.
It's very funny that you say that. It's so goddamn funny that you say that because we have a client and I can tell you who he is, but not who he is, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
And you'll know who I'm talking about. So, you know what?
Be careful. Tread lightly, or you'll have to do a lot of editing.
I don't want to expose.
Just give me the overall story. Give me the vibe.
I'm going to keep it a little more vague. We have a client,
yes,
who has a podcast, and the podcast that he has, it's actually a pseudonym.
Mm-hmm.
It is more of a character.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, and the person behind this character, is a relatively successful business person.
Got it.
And at one point was considering selling his business.
Yeah.
And when he started talking to the money men, who said, hey, what's my company worth? And should I think about selling? And what do I need to do before selling? The money men did their research and they came back to him and they're like, okay, well, X, Y, and Z. And by the way, can you tell us about, and they mentioned the characters. And this client was like,
wait, how did they even know?
That's it, right? Our client was like, what do you mean? Who's that? And he's like, and the money men are like, we found this podcast and we know this character is actually you. And they were like, he was like, how'd you figure that out? And they were like, it's kind of our job. Okay.
Oh my God.
And they basically said, hey, if we can put this together, some of the people who might be interested in buying your company could possibly put it together too. We recommend you kind of chill on that while you're trying to sell the company. It was like, whoa, shit.
Okay, we're not quite that clandestine.
No.
We kind of, our names are all, I keep thinking, hey, if I ever went for government clearance or if I ever needed some, there's no fucking way I'm ever going to get a real job again with 1,200 episodes of me dropping the F-bomb, farting and saying things about ex-wives.
Right. Exactly.
And everything else. What's our workaround on that one, Strick? Any idea?
Workaround? How would we know? We don't have one. I don't think.
We have no workaround. We have put it out there. Whose stupid idea was it for us to have a podcast to begin with?
You know, it's funny in my day job, sometimes people will be like, oh, so you're a podcaster. And they're like, yeah. And these guys was, I'll have to check it out sometime. And I almost all the time want to say, that might not be a great idea. You may not ever be able to see me the same way again.
Do you know how many people ask me what the name of my show is? And I just like, it's a podcast. It's The Nice Guys.
Like,
just look.
It's called BizWiz.
Right. Ford Mustang, the early years.
Right. Exactly. I need a cover podcast for our real podcast.
Well, I always get afraid that when somebody actually like has a sales call with me and they find out that we have 1,200 episodes, because generally in the course of my conversation, I tell them I'm a podcaster turned business guy, not a business guy turned podcaster. Mm-hmm. And so when I share that we have a show that has 1,200 episodes. Oh, what's your show? That's really cool. I hesitate because I think they haven't signed on the dotted line yet. I'm not really sure. I mean, it's a highly successful show. Mm-hmm. I mean, we have, and as I said all the time, we have trained our audience really well on The Nice Guys. We've trained them well not to do anything. We've trained you guys really well. But, I do have, fortunately, the Mustang podcast on the other side of that so that I could actually say, hey, look, I have a 30 to 40% opt-in rate on my Mustang podcast. I have about 0.1% of an opt-in rate on my Nice Guys on Business.
Yeah, just to clarify, that's not 1%. That is 1/10 of 1%, 0.1%.
That is very true. I can give you a really good example right now. I've had 71 people as of about 5 minutes ago opt into my car show that I started promoting on my show last week.
That's insane.
Okay, 71 people. And that they have to pay money for. It's not actually that they are.
So out of 1,200 episodes of The Nice Guys on Business, we have occasionally at times put something out where it would cost somebody something, right?
Yes, correct.
It's like, take an action. This will cost you $5 or $1. And every time that we did that, it was a very small amount of, relatively small.
Correct. Well, you can use our Patreon as our example.
We had
$2.
Patreon for a while. That was as little as $1 a month or something. And let's see, over our 7-year history of The Nice Guys on Business, comparing to the 71 opt-ins that you got just now in 5 minutes.
Sorry, 72 now. I just got one for $30.
I'm trying to calculate how long it took us across 7 years to get 71 opt-ins. And the answer is, it hasn't happened yet. We haven't gotten that many
so
in 7 years and 1,200 episodes.
So not. We have trained our audience really well, and we did it right from the very beginning. We really did. We have successfully done exactly what we tell people they should not do.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But the best part about that is we can counter that with a show like BizWiz, where we made $35,000 in the first, 30 or 60 days of doing that show. I could counter that with an opt-in through a lead magnet or call to action with the Mustang podcast, which probably has a 30 to 40% opt-in rate. So we do, but the thing that we have done successfully on The Nice Guys on Business is our guest to gold strategy, or guest to client strategy. And that by far has been a huge moneymaker for our show. And literally, Strickland, you guys know, you've heard us talk about this guest to client strategy. We're actually turning guests into joint venture partners and affiliate relationships and referral sources and clients. That for us, I could say to the person sitting in the guest seat, I am doing this to you right now. And they will still move forward because they're like amazed that, oh my God. So for us, okay, so it's like saying to Babe Ruth, look, babe, I want you to score a home run. I mean, I want you to score a touchdown when he's up to the plate. You can't score a touchdown in baseball. It just isn't going to happen. So for us to say, hey, we got a really good lead magnet for the nice guys on business, it doesn't compute because that's not what our strategy is for the nice guys.
You know, John Goodman played Babe Ruth years ago in a movie.
I do remember that.
He made a comment that I'm the only actor in Hollywood who actually had to lose weight to look like Babe Ruth. Yeah. So Doug is super clear on, hey, by the way, this is how the magic trick is done. I'm doing it to you right now.
Yeah.
The only time Doug mumbles is when somebody says, so what's the name of your podcast? Oh, it's the Nurse Girls Run Business. I'm sorry, what? Nurse Girls Run Business.
Let me call Strickland.
Turn left at the caution light, all right? It's called turn left at the caution light.
Oh my God. All right. I would like to, before you play this voicemail, I would like to ask the Magic 8 Ball a question, please.
Okay. What question would you like to ask the Magic 8 Ball?
The question, I'm going to be very clear.
Very clear.
Is it possible that this voicemail is Jared?
Is it possible? Is it even possible that this voicemail is?
That is my question, and I'm very clear about what my question is. Is it possible?
Okay.
That this voicemail is from Jared?
You did ask that very clearly. I'm shaking the Magic 8 Ball, and Magic 8 Ball came out with an answer immediately.
I saw that
because you were so clear on the question.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Is it possible that this voicemail is from Jared?
Okay, here we go. Damn it, it's that stupid speaker again. Hold on. Yeah, I did share sound.
I
shared sound, but I had to go to options and
got it.
Playback and Yeti.
I understand. Okay.
Ready?
Is it possible that this voicemail is from Jared?
Okay, here we go.
What did you just say? No, really. Repeat that. Never mind. That was a stupid fucking question.
Okay. All right. Is this voicemail from Jared? Is that better?
He did say it's a stupid fucking question because
I understand. He said it was. I think what the Magic 8 Ball said kind of indirectly was, could you be more clear?
No, I thought what I heard the Magic 8 Ball say was, why would you ask such a stupid fucking question when you already know the answer? But okay,
why
interpret it differently.
Magic 8 Ball, you're hurting my feelings. You've hurt my feelings.
Okay, go ahead and ask the same question again, and we'll
in a different way. Okay.
No, you can ask in the same way, because I think the Magic 8 Ball snark out of its system now.
I know you understand me, Magic 8 Ball. Is it possible that this voicemail is from Jared?
Okay, here we go.
Does Doug like hand lotion? Oh, hell yes, he does. So that's a big thumbs up.
Yeah, well, there we go.
Right.
I think that's the answer.
It is possible. So it doesn't answer the question, is it Jared? It's just, is it possible that it's Jared? Right. Okay, I'm ready.
And because of that answer, do you know what I have to do now?
What?
We got a voicemail from Jared. I said a voicemail from Jared. You know a voicemail from Jared. 'Cause nobody else will call. We got a voicemail from Jared. Screw the rest of y'all.
Boom. Love that. Okay, here we go.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Strick. Jared here.
Sure enough.
You guys are just now in the beginning stages of asking the question or I should say you've asked the question of the Magic 8 Ball. I can't even remember how you worded the question, but it's assuming, can we assume that they're all from Jared? And anyways, you guys in the middle of this, I'm laughing so damn hard. I probably sound hoarse. You're killing me. This is, I think you're just out to confuse the 8 Ball there, Doug.
I know it.
Oh my God.
Did it again.
I'm loving it. It's great so far. And I just had to call because you had me cracking up so bad at this part. Anyways, can't wait to get into the voicemails and after the voicemails because rumor has it there's some controversy. I got a trigger warning. Anyways, guys, love the show. Can't wait to the rest. See ya.
So this is interesting because Jared left that message after early on in the show, right?
Right.
And I remember the last 5 or 10 minutes of the show, there was a little.
What happened?
Remember, I don't remember. What the trigger was. Remember, I started talking about fucking whatever Republicans and shit.
All I know is I get finished with recording with you, and 5 minutes later, JJ asked me, "What did you talk about?" And I swear to God, I cannot remember. I got nothing. I
think it was something about Trump. I mean, I think we stayed away from the vaccine stuff, but it was about Trump. And like 15 boxes of top secret records from at Mar-a-Lago and shit like that.
Oh, hey,
I just heard, and again, I'm not going to go off on a rant about this. I'm just going to drop this one bit of knowledge.
Go, drop the nugget. Drop it.
So the New York Attorney General has got a suit against Trump businesses and stuff. And his accounting firm of 10 years, he's had this accounting firm for 10 years, right?
Yeah.
The New York AG basically said, hey, we need confirmation that you guys are the accounting firm and that you stand behind these records. And the accounting firm looked at it and basically said, we quit. We don't represent Trump anymore. And we cannot confirm that this information from the last 10 years is accurate.
Okay, but let me ask a question about that.
Mm-hmm.
What happened during the 10 years that they had at some point? But when they put those reports together and gave them to whoever was looking for them, didn't they have any liability? Isn't it like, it's like me saying, hey, look, I realize for the last 40 years, I have been submitting a tax return. However, you're going to need to disregard those at this audit. And I'm going to give you new ones. And they're like, no, you can't do that. There's no like do-over. You made the report. You now have to stick to the material that's in the report. You can't. Maybe moving forward, you don't have to agree with them, but you can't say nanny boo boo, no give backs. I mean, what the fuck is that all about?
Here's my interpretation, and I don't know the facts, but here's my interpretation. The first year, Dewey, Cheatham and Howe is the accounting firm for Donald Trump, and they give him, they pay him probably millions of dollars because he's got a lot of businesses and it's very complicated, right?
He pays them millions of dollars. Got it.
Exactly. I'm sure he pays them millions of dollars to do their accounting and taxes over the years because he's got a lot of businesses and they're complicated, right? So I'm guessing the first year, Dewey, Cheatham and Howe goes to him and says, okay, we got some questions like about X, Y, and Z and about the value of these buildings, and occupancy of these buildings. And so he answers the questions and they probably went, feels a little shady, but you know what? Whatever. It's okay. We're just reporting for you. So they do that. And then the next couple of years, more of those questions. And Dewey, Cheatham and House, they look at the checks that are being cashed and they're like, okay, there's wiggle room here. We've got lots of clients. And by the way, I'm not attacking Donald Trump for
trying gray area,
fudging his taxes. I mean,
gray area.
Fucking company out there fudges.
We got it. Gray area. We got some gray. We got some gray
because you want to pay as
yeah.
little taxes as possible, right?
Yeah.
Well,
gray.
Now the New York AG comes in and says, okay, here's the deal. I see on your taxes for the last 10 years, you've said that this building is worth, let's say hypothetically, $5 million.
Mm-hmm.
But when I compare this to information that you gave banks to try to get a loan, you've told them the same building is worth $15 million. That's a bit of an inconsistency.
Yeah.
And we need to go back to your accounting firm and ask them if you've been lying the whole time. And so the accounting firm, actually the accounting firm did specifically say, we've done our own internal audit as well. Again, I don't know if they really did it or not, but this was their story, right?
Yeah.
Is that they basically said, because we know that these returns are being scrutinized, we decided to do our own internal audit of the last 10 years as well.
Right.
And so basically what Dewey, Cheatham and Howe, the attorneys, the accounting firm said is, we thought we could probably get away with these little things for the last 10 years, but now that we know that they're being looked at with a magnifying glass, fuck it. We are not going to stand by you anymore. You are fucking on your own. I think that's what they're basically saying.
So is it because they say you're on your own doesn't mean that it's not factual. It just means that they don't want to stand by the numbers any longer, which to me is not right. They can't.
And here's the thing, and I don't have it in front of me because it's funny that you say that because I was thinking exactly the same thing. They made a statement, the accounting firm made a statement, something to the effect of, we're not saying that all of these numbers are lies. We are not telling you that we've been lying for 10 years. But we are going to say we can't really stand behind. We're not going to absolutely positively say that these numbers are actually completely true.
All right,
it was something along those lines.
I can see that as possible if what happened was they made the report, they gave it to Trump. Trump released the report and the information was different than what the accounting firm had put on there. And the Trump people had signed the report like it was coming from the accounting firm. I can see how that potentially would be grounds for the accounting company to say these reports really aren't very good. They're not accurate. However, it's like me telling my accountant to put this information on the tax return because this is what I am telling you that it is, and them doing it and then not standing behind the work. It doesn't make any sense. If you're an accounting firm, you better be standing behind the work that you're doing. It's like, are you willing to go to audit with me? Well, apparently in this audit, they are not willing to go to audit with Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is getting, quote unquote, audited by the federal government. And I think, I don't know. I don't know much about it other than I knew the story was what I knew you were going to start talking about this story as soon as I heard you say Donald Trump. And I'm like,
I wasn't going to, but you brought it up. So it's okay.
He's talking about the accounting story. I'm like, oh my God, this is so fucking unreal. Okay. So what happens next? That's my question. This is like the best part of the story. What happens next?
Well, here's the thing. We don't know, but I am going to go, I'm going to play the devil's advocate here for you. And by the way, I pulled the article up. It says the firm Mazars USA. I thought it was Dewey, Cheatham and Howe. I was incorrect. Sorry. Mazars USA said in a letter it could no longer stand behind the annual statements, which are central to an investigation by the New York Attorney General. So I'm going to throw out the hypothetical again for you, right? Like, let's say you had an accounting firm that's been doing your taxes for the last 10 years, right? And in every one of those, hypothetically, you said, my net worth and the things that I own, my net worth is $500,000, right?
Okay.
Well, what if after the fact, this is like the right hand not knowing what the left hand is doing, right?
Right.
What if over the course of those 10 years, you maybe 8 times applied for loans?
Mm-hmm.
And in applying for those loans, they asked you, what is your net worth? And in applying for those loans, you said, my net worth is $5 million.
10 times the 500,000.
Exactly. And so then if you were being, let's say, hypothetically investigated by the New York Attorney General and your accounting firm, their records are being subpoenaed, you might think to yourself, you know what? I'm going to do a little back research as the accounting company.
Okay. All right. I get this now. Now I get it.
When new information comes to light that, by the way, on these applications, you said $5 million, it might make me look at your taxes in a slightly different light. And then I might actually go look at Trump Tower and say, well, he did say it was worth, he said it was worth 50 grand. I'm going to look this up on Zillow right now because he said it was worth $12 million on the accounting thing. And then Zillow says, we think it's worth between $1 million and $2 million. And so the answer is, he may have exaggerated on his loan application.
I get it.
I'm guessing that is
if it's a reputable accounting firm, and this is something that is completely like oh my gosh, I can't believe that this is happening. We're auditing and we're finding out that this isn't correct. I'm always amazed that the only time that an organization comes to tell the truth is when they're under the spotlight of somebody that actually has the ability to put them out of business. It's like, how much do you think the fine is going to be to the accounting company? And I wonder if Trump is going to be completely exonerated for any of the things that have actually occurred through this reporting.
This is what I'm super curious about, right? let's go back to your example. Let's say you have an accountant that's been doing your taxes for the last 10 years, right? If every year you report to your accountant that the house that you live in is worth $50,000,
Yep.
why would he not take your word for that?
I
right?
guess
of course
he would. Yeah, I guess so.
And if at the end of 10 years, if the records get subpoenaed, I would imagine that your accountant would not be liable for that misinformation. In other words, the accountant is not responsible to get an actual estimate of your home to know that it's worth $1 million and not worth 50,000.
That's only if it was a normal accounting firm. But
True,
you
and that's
know
what's interesting.
you know the fact that Trump hired this accounting firm to begin with because he knew that he could get in bed with them. That's what I am saying. There's no way that he would have hired that if one of the senior VPs or the guy that runs the accounting firm didn't say, Mr. Trump, we got you covered no matter what. We have the best team in place, and we can make anything look like what you want it to look like. It's kind of like the picture of what your house looks like, depending on the perspective that you're taking. If you're the mortgage company, if you're the IRS looking at your house, if you're the mortgage company and you're looking at the house, it's the house that's worth a lot of money. If you're the IRS, you're making it look like a shack dump on a hillside in a dump.
100%. And so now I pulled up an article here from the New York Times. So it's a little more information from Mazars, which is very interesting. It says the letter from the accounting company instructed the Trump organization to essentially retract the documents known as statements of financial condition from 2011 to 2020. In the letter, Mazars noted that the firm had not, as a whole, found material discrepancies. So basically, they're not going so far as to saying
collectively it's looking really bad. Collectively,
right.
It's looking really bad. But individually, these statements are actually not so far out. It's the collective of all of these things that, oh my God, this is. And what's interesting about it is from 2011 to 2020. Is that what it was?
2011 to 2020.
Okay. How much more under a microscope do you need to be other than, let's say, the position of the fucking president? Are you telling me that the accounting firm wouldn't say, we really should make sure that we have all of our ducks in a row here to make sure that everything that's on these pieces of paper are actually, and these reports are accurate? Let's do our investigation before the federal government comes in and audits us.
Well, every presidential candidate for the last 40 years has turned in their tax returns.
Yeah.
Except Trump.
Yeah.
Because of course, at the time he was running, he was like, it's under audit right now. Right. Anyway, so let me just read the whole paragraph from Mazars because it's funny. In the letter, Mazars noticed that the firm had not, as a whole, found material discrepancies between the information the Trump organization provided and the actual value of Mr. Trump's assets. But given what it called the totality of circumstances, including Mazars' own investigation, the letter directed the Trump organization to notify anyone who receives these statements that they should no longer rely on them.
Yeah. Is there any part of the reports, are the words pussy grabber anywhere on those reports or no? How much for that line item called pussy grabber?
I want to know how many times the word fucked is in the statement. Like, hey, I'm not saying you're in trouble, but you're pretty much fucked right now.
Oh God. And somehow he is like the man of Greece. He will somehow slip and slither his way out of this circumstance. It doesn't matter. It's like, what he may not have been guilty of election manipulating, but he's guilty of something else. It's like, hey, look, I don't care what O.J. Simpson went to jail for. He was guilty of something, right? I mean, isn't it true that he went to jail for stealing his baseball cards or memorabilia back from that company in Las Vegas, right?
True. Yeah,
but he didn't go to jail for murder, right?
True.
Trump will never go to jail, but something will fucking happen to him because he has got some badass karma that is working against him right now.
Yeah. We'll see if karma actually comes back. Who knows if it does, but you're 2 minutes away from your appointment with your daughter, and I don't want to hold you up.
I know. I am. This was another fun episode. Jesus fuck. Oh my God. I cannot wait to find out what's going to happen to him in this whole case. In the meantime, Jared, I would love to hear your comments, what your thoughts are on what condition Donald Trump is in, or maybe more appropriately, do you think that the accounting firm has any level of liability for the reports that they put out that they are now claiming are not accurate reports? Oh, by the way, anybody that we gave a report to over the last 10 years, can I just say never mind? Can I just never mind?
And it's funny, I'm glad you came back to that, because that was the original point before I went off the rails on the Trump thing, was that Jared called us early on. And I remember at the end of the episode, I said a couple times, like, dude, Jared, if you want to talk about this, I would love to bring you on. I don't have nearly the knowledge that I should to have an intelligent conversation about it. But we didn't hear back from him. So I'll throw it out there again. We'd love to hear from you, Jared.
So this is what we could do. Jared, before next week, leave a voicemail. Please leave a voicemail. We'd love to hear your voicemails in reflection upon what we are talking about today. But if we could get you on the episode next week, I think that would be really good, because you probably could bring a perspective that neither Strickland or I really know. Maybe you've done some listening to. I know while you're working on the homes, maybe you're listening to like MSNBC or Fox or something like that. You can help us.
Because I'm a practical guy too. And I think I've said this before, but I know you got to go, so I'll let it go quickly. Like, if somebody said to me, you know what? I think Trump is he's a shyster businessman, and maybe he's not the best guy in the world, but you know what? I like his policies. And so I don't care if he's misogynistic. I don't care if he's just grabbing women by the pussy. I don't really care if he's an asshole, because the things that he wants to do are better for our country. Okay. I would disagree with that, but I would respect that. What kills me is all of these evangelical, Catholic religious people are behind him. And they fucking dig on Joe Biden. Joe Biden has been a Catholic his whole life. He goes to church every fucking Sunday, but his opinions on abortion, he is a right to choose kind of guy.
Well, and that's why the religious
Catholics
right.
That's like, he's an asshole. He's not really religious.
Right.
Trump, they stand behind him. He hasn't been. If he walked through a fucking church, he'd probably burst into fucking flames. Come on. If he went to church, it was because he was fucking looking.
There was a photo op. Right. It was a photo op. Right.
And again, I'm not a religious guy. I almost hold against Biden that he is so religious. Right. But the fact, it just kills me that all of these evangelical Christians are behind Trump when he is the least Christian, least religious guy you could possibly fucking imagine. Just tell me you like what he's doing for the country, and I think he's an asshole. I'll fucking respect you for that. But don't tell me that everything that's been said about him is a lie. I'm sorry. It's like when the pile of shit gets 12 feet fucking deep, you can't say nobody is taking a shit here anymore. Somebody is taking a shit. Okay.
And we're going to have to leave it there, Strickland. We are out of time. We've got to get to our sponsors. All right. Until next week, everybody. That is the final word from the nice guys. Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
For the nice guys on business, I'm Steve O'Brien. Looks like they made it through another one. I don't know how they do it without falling asleep in the middle.